The bathroom's disgusting, and it's all your fault. You need to stop making such a mess with your spray and start sitting down to pee. That's no way to change someone's mind about anything. Let's see if Mr. Black can't do better. Hey man, you know I love you for being such a courteous, conscientious, and forward-thinking guy, right? So this is gonna sound weird, but sometimes you like weird stuff, in a good way. Have you ever tried sitting down to pee? Huh? Much better. Black has given Blue compliments about the traits that he wants Blue to exhibit as Black tries to change his mind. It's a Jedi move. Blue will feel compelled to live up to those words. Huh? I think I can change your mind to join us who sit down and pee. Oh no. Black has essentially said, you're wrong and I'm right. That's gonna put Blue on the defensive. Let's give Black another go. Huh? Obviously I don't mean sitting down to pee outside. Freeing Willy to whiz wherever in the wild is one of life's great joys. Especially from the top of cliffs.
Especially.
Black's managed to make Blue feel like they're on the same team rather than different teams. That'll make Blue less defensive. Let's see what happens next.
Especially. But at home, it's not so freewheeling, right?
Yeah, you gotta aim. But that's kind of fun in its own right.
But it's also annoying to clean up when you miss, no?
Yeah, but I never miss. I'm a sharpshooter.
Oh, come on. If we had a literal pissing match, I'd easily outgun you, even though I rarely practice.
Forget that. And what? You're implying I miss the bowl all the time? You're saying I'm messy. You're the messy one. Yikes. This discussion has spiraled out of control like Tasty Hoon's fondue fountain. Let's rewind. I'm a sharpshooter. Decades of deliberate practice.
Sharpshooter, huh? We can test that another day. For now, can we chat specifically about one question? At home, is it better to pee sitting down or standing up?
Aha! Black's kept the conversation under control by honing in on a specific question that he and Blue can work on answering together. Though not the most exciting question. Let's see what happens next. No thanks. I have a million better things to do than sit around here talking to you about how to pee.
Come on, please. I'm getting fed up with your urine everywhere. I'd really appreciate it if you would talk to me about this.
Well, if you put it that way, piss off.
Black may pee sitting down, but he managed to shoot himself in the foot with this one, making the conversation all about himself. Let's reload.
I have a million better things to do than sit around here talking to you about how to pee.
Fair enough. I just thought that the topic would be a good one for your blog and your new YouTube channel, which is awesome, by the way.
Thanks.
You're always looking for fun new ideas to challenge people's status quo, and believe it or not, there's a lot of traffic on the topic of sitting down to pee.
It sounds stupid and crass, but also practical. You know what? I actually like it.
Cool.
Splash. The only way to influence people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. Black's done so masterfully. Now how's he gonna screw it up next?
Cool. So let's debate.
It's on, you sitting sissy. Well, that didn't take long. Let's see if Black can't do better to avoid confrontation.
Cool. Let's get into it. You know, we tend to have a lot in common. It's eerie, really. So on this topic, why do you think we see things differently?
Asking why do we see things differently instead of who's right and who's wrong. Textbook expert influencing tactic. Why do I stand while you sit? Maybe you were raised in a nunnery, so no one was there to teach you how to pee like a man?
Nope. My parents taught me to pee standing up, just like you. And I did so all the way until I was 30 years old. Then, one day, I was cleaning pee off the toilet after having an argument with Kim about leaving the toilet seat up. I mean, she does have gravity on her side after all. And I was like, you know what, Chris? This isn't worth it. Turn around, put your tushy on the toilet seat, and tinkle. And I haven't turned back since.
Black tells a good story, and this may sway Blue, but it's not an ideal strategy. He's telling rather than listening. Let's see if he can't do better. So no one was there to teach you how to pee like a man?
No. You? How come you're a stander?
I'm sure my parents taught me at some point to stand, and I just kept it up. Honestly, I never really considered sitting.
Anything else?
Well, it just seems like the easiest way. Unzip, let it fly, zip back up again. Plus, standing is natural.
Okay. But did you know that 42% of married men pee sitting down? And that number's rising. 70% of men in Japan do it. And a 2014 study found that sitting encourages a more urodynamic profile that can help men avoid prostate problems.
Well, did you know that more than 42% of men are effectively castrated by their wives? Japanese men also go to cuddle cafes, and studies find whatever you want them to find as long as you scour Google Scholar hard enough. We evolved to pee standing up. Denied. Facts might help people make their minds when they're uncertain, but they'll never change a mind that's already made. If anything, black has set blue deeper in his stance. Try again. Plus, standing is natural.
Okay, let me see if I understand you. You pee standing up because that's the way you've always done it. It's efficient and it's natural.
Exactly.
Outstanding. Black has shown blue he's listening and managed to express blue's position perfectly.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let me challenge your points.
Go ahead.
1.
Done? Okay, now let me challenge your challenges.
Let's stop there. Black's good work is going down the toilet because he's putting blue back on the defensive. Take 2.
Exactly.
I see where you're coming from. Let me ask you this. What evidence could possibly change your mind? Or your stance? For example, I'd start standing up again if there were good evidence that it's in some way better for my bladder. Rather than put blue on the defensive, Black's asking blue to come up with arguments against blue's own position. And Black led by example. Great moves. Let's see how blue responds.
I don't really know if there is anything.
Oh, come on. You did a whole video about how to be more open-minded. And no lie, you're one of the most actively open-minded people I know. So show me your goods.
Black's on a roll. Once again, he's complimented blue on a quality that'll make him more likely to change his mind.
So show me your goods.
Well, I guess for me it boils down to efficiency. If I were to get convincing evidence that it's more efficient to sit down than to stand up, I'd change my mind.
And do you think that could be possible?
Bam! Great question. It could be. If you break it down, when you stand, you save time and effort sitting and depanting. But you have the extra effort to aim. And you have to pick up the toilet seat, put it down too if you're a gentleman. Plus, you do have the occasional misfire, which takes the time and effort to clean up. Blue's making Black's arguments for him. This is beautiful.
See? Sitting down is not so stupid, right? What'd I tell you?
I never said I was going to start sitting down all of a sudden. Oh no, the dreaded, I told you so. What a stupid move by the smart aleck. Control Z.
You're right. They both have their pros and cons. Maybe we could try our own mini experiment. Like, I try standing up for a month and you try sitting. And we somehow measure and compare the time and effort it takes.
Black's leading by example again, showing that he's open to changing his mind too. Superb. Nah, that would be inefficient.
True.
But now that I think of it, I can see one scenario where sitting down to pee is the clear winner. When you gotta go pee in the middle of the night. By sitting down, you don't have to turn on any lights or focus on aiming. That can make it easier to fall asleep afterward.
Blue's changing his mind. It's happening. Good idea. But why not try sitting the rest of the day too?
And why don't you try standing the rest of the day? Black's pushed it too far. Let's push it back and see if you can do better. That can make it easier to fall asleep afterward.
Great idea. And see how it goes. And hey, if you end up doing a post on the topic, I can send you an interesting video of peeing under UV light and a bit of research I found.
Cool, thanks.
But for now, I don't know about you, but all this talk of tinkling has made me thirsty. Let's go grab a drink?
Definitely. But I'm not sitting on a toilet seat at a washroom in a bar.
Heck no. Only at home. Let's go.
Black stopped on a high note and left behind resources for Blue to further make his own mind later. And speaking of which, if you want to go deeper into the strategies of how to change someone's mind, including some of my favorite books on the topic, check out some of the links below. And as for leaving on a high note, back when I was a lifeguard, I once had to yell at an old man for peeing in the pool. He yelled back, "But everyone does it!" To which I responded, "But not from the diving board." On honeymoon in Hawaii, a wife goes, "I just got stung by a jellyfish! Quick, pee on it!" So the husband pees on the jellyfish and says, "This is for stinging my wife." That's all. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you later.